Hey guys, so I'm going to tell you about a story of when it was perceived that I went to a different dimension or a different world. Some weird stuff happened that day. I don't really understand it, but I'm going to explain it anyway. Basically, when I was younger, I was probably like 16, 17, can't remember quite how old I was, but me and my one friend, we used to smoke weed in a ditch, literally, in a ditch. Like, side of the road, there's a ditch. We'd go in the ditch and smoke weed, which is really, really weird. I don't know anyone else that does this, but there's like a bunch of bushes around and stuff, and we would smoke weed and do different types of like witchcraft or like spells. I was really into like paganism and stuff. And like Wicca and all that kind of stuff. And so we did this spell that, and we were smoking weed, and I decided to trip out my friend. I was like, I'm gonna trip him out so bad. And we did this spell, and I was like, okay dude, no one can see us right now. And he's like, what? And I'm like, no one can see us, hear us, or anything. We're in a bubble right now, and no one can see us outside of this bubble. And he was just like, what the hell, or whatever, just kind of like whatever. And so we go to like Zeller's, which is like this store. It's kind of like Sears or something, but it's like closing, right? So we go inside of Sears, and they're like locking everything up. So we get into the part. There's like like the two entrance doors. There's like a door, and then there's another door to get into the store. We're inside that part. And this guy that works there is just like locking everything up, and he like locks us in there basically. And my friend's like, hey, could you let us out? The guy did not hear us. He did not see us. Nothing. And my friend's just like, oh, maybe he just didn't hear me. So he talks even louder. He's like, dude, can you let us out? And this guy is like, has no idea we're there. This guy like is completely, when you look at his eyes, it's just blank. He even glanced at her, didn't see anything. Like it's just like, and then I'm starting to get a little bit freaked out. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on right now? I also have a huge grin on my face because I'm like, this is freaking awesome. Like, this is actually happening right now. So, yeah, so basically, this guy does not see us. He does not hear us. And me and my friend are just kind of like a little bit freaked out. And we're just like, what? And my friend's just like, Eric, what the hell did you just do? And I'm like, I have no idea, but this is kind of cool. And he's like, and then I'm like, what if we're stuck like this forever? What if we're just like, no one can ever see us or hear us ever again? And our friend's like, dude, don't say that. And so we're like trying to get this guy's attention, and like literally nothing is happening. Like this guy does not see us, hear us, or anything. And the guy eventually just leaves that room, and we're stuck inside that small room just like, okay, we gotta get out of here. So we basically find this like little thing like to unlock the door, like the little turny thing. And so we kind of turn it, unlock the door, and get out. And we're like walking down the street, and literally no one acknowledges that we're there. Like, it's freaky. Like, no one acknowledges that we're there at all. And so we're just like walking down the street, just like, okay, so either we're stuck like this forever or it's temporary. And I'm like, what do you think we should do? And my friend's like, dude, we should just wait until we're not high anymore. I'm like, that sounds like it'll work. So we basically just hang out for like 2 hours. We're just kind of like walking around the city or whatever, just hanging out. No one sees us or hears us. And then eventually, like, the high wears off, and I'm like, okay, let's go home. Let's go home to our like families or whatever. And if they can't see us, then give me a call, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do from there, because then we're screwed. So basically, I just like go home. My dad sees me. Everyone hears me, sees me, and it's all over. I don't know what happened there. Maybe that guy that was working there just hated his job so much he just did not want to acknowledge a customer at all anymore. He's like, I don't want to see people, I don't want to hear people. And then it was just a coincidence, I don't know. But it was kind of an interesting experience, to say the least. It was like kind of cool. You know, as a kid, you kind of like think like, oh, what kind of superpower would you have? And I always thought it'd be cool to be like invisible. And I had that experience, and it was kind of more like freaky yet exciting, because it was like, this is really cool, but scary because I don't want to be like this forever, because then I'm never going to be able to talk to people again other than my friend. So yeah, so that was my story about how I kind of went into a different dimension or was invisible. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my stories. I have tons of stories. I have a crazy life. Tons of weird shit has happened to me in my life. So I think I'm going to make more of these videos because I don't know what else to make, quite frankly.